What's up, guys? For those of you who don't know, my name's Dylan. This is my 4Runner. And today, I'm going to be installing those cantilever pivots. For those of you new to the channel, this 4Runner has a cantilever rear suspension system, which is that pivot right there. And it means the coilover mounts horizontally to that pivot, and then that pivot mounts down to the axle you can see right there. And that was the first iteration of my pivot, which works really well. It was kind of a proof of concept. But now that I know those pivots work well, I went ahead and rebuilt much nicer ones, much fancier ones to replace those. These pivots are super similar. Basically, the geometry is identical. The only real difference is some added design cues and also a wider mounting width. I was finding with those pivots, it was adding a bunch of force just by having a narrow mounting width. Here, I'll show you. Instead of this whole mounting width, the old ones were just from here to here, which again worked fine, but it was doing things like ovalizing bolt holes, and it was just a bunch of stress. So making it wider, I think, is gonna greatly help that. And also these look a lot better, have a bunch more design in them, so I'm excited to get those in. Up first is disassembly. I have to start by taking off the old cantilever pivots and the coilovers to be able to mock up the new cantilever pivots. The new versus the old pivot right there. I think it's safe to say the new one's going to be a slight upgrade. So if you see here, the mounting width is pretty narrow up there, and what happens is these pivots get play. I don't know if you can see that, but they get a good amount of play. So on my new pivots, I made the mounting width much wider to hopefully give it a lot more room to grab and not have play. So I just got the coilovers pulled out, and now I need to remove the springs so I can free cycle the suspension, so I can free cycle it, so I can locate the new cantilever pivots, and so I can figure out where it needs to bump out. I have new bump stops over there I need to be putting in. So once I pull the springs off, be able to cycle it, and I'll touch base with you guys then. Now that I got everything out of the way, I need to come in and remove this side of the bracket. The new pivots are much wider like I showed you. So this side needs to go so I can widen it out so the new pivots can fit in there. So right now I need to trim this bracket a little bit. I originally designed it to have a tube extend out to here and go like right there, but I'm gonna slightly tweak the plan. So get it all lined up here and see what we need to cut. All right, we got the location mostly set for the pivot. It cycles clean almost all the way through. This little corner rubs on the old bracketry up there. So I need to, yeah, see right there. So I need to trim that a little bit, but other than that, this thing is cycling. All right, look at this. I got it cycling. So this is gonna be about where it's gonna bump out, just because pretty soon I'm gonna go up a tire size. So need a little more room up there. So still super tucked. It's a bunch of travel. And the new pivots are cycling well. They're the slightest bit bigger than the old ones and fixes all the little issues I had with the old ones. So looking great. Here's a shot from the back to see just how tucked that is. Next up is building bump stop pads for the axle so I can locate the bump stop. Oh, also, this is what the pivot looks like at full compression. What's up, guys? Today is day 2, and we are gonna be working on installing the bump stops. I picked up some metal to make some bump stop cans, which should be perfect for those 4-inch bump stops. I don't have a perfect 2-inch ID circular piece for that, so I'm going to trim this and then drill the holes for those. I'll check back in a minute. Just finished making the bump stop cans. About to get them mounted in. All right, so I just got the bump stop pads all welded in. I forgot to film this. I'm still getting used to the whole YouTube thing. But bump stop pad on this side's in. I need to go finish weld that side. I got the bump stop tacked in on this side. Starting to come together. What's up, guys? So unfortunately, towards the end of that video, I had to hurry up and finish the project, so I stopped filming. My girlfriend's been looking for a very specific single cab, short bed, automatic Tacoma for a while, and the perfect one came up about 6 hours away. So I dropped everything, fixed the 4Runner, got it done so I could drive her out there so I could get her that truck, or I could help her get that truck. So I didn't film much at the end, but now I'm gonna walk you guys through the finished product. Sorry, but here's the finished product. All right, here's the finished product. Sorry again, I had to stop filming. I still getting used to this whole YouTube thing, figuring out how I make it all work, but here it is. So I think where I left you guys was just one tube coming down holding the bump stop. So I laced another tube into the cantilever pivot mount, and then another one down to the, oh, you can't see, there you go. Another one down to the, what's left of the frame down there. And yeah, I haven't taken any massive hits on it, but so far it's been holding up good, and yeah, looks pretty solid. I think it turned out really well. And that's the new cantilever pivot in there. I'm really happy with how that turned out. Well, I'm really happy with how the whole project turned out, honestly. Yeah, sorry again, I didn't get a chance to film the end of it. That's gonna be a rare occurrence. Most of the time, I will finish the videos. But yes, sorry. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.